And good afternoon. It is Monday, the 18th of November. You are looking at the live view of Eagle as it awaits its 3 p.m. UTC launch for Space Launch Complex 1 at Freidonia Interplanetary Spaceport. And my name is Doc, and I'm joining you from headquarters in Carson. Thanks for joining us for our first launch of the second group of Proxima constellation. This also marks the ISX's 12th launch in 2024 and its 35th launch overall. This mission is very exciting. We have some amazing views there from our ground cameras. Looking at the Eagle on its path, getting ready for the launch. Now, let's talk a bit more about the payload we have today. Proxima is an internet constellation satellite designed and manufactured by ISX specifically to deliver low latency and high data for our customers in remote areas and rural locations around the globe. As we continue to expand our services and install more ground stations, we can deliver better data speeds than ever before. Our launch tonight is an exciting one. Not really tonight, but for some of you it's tonight, for some of you it's today. For our headquarters, it's primarily afternoon. Boosting our Proxima satellites into low Earth orbit is flying with an upgraded second stage that will bring performance to overtaking its previous title as the most powerful small lift launcher. This second stage is upgraded to have an extensive real light number for the second stage engine, as well as ability to hold propellants for a lot longer time. Proxima satellite Mega Constellation is designed and manufactured by ISX specifically to deliver low latency and high-speed data for our customers. And as we continue to expand our services, install more ground stations. As I mentioned earlier, we are going to be delivering better signal not just for the rockets, also for the multiple companies that are our partners. For example, Hazard Space directly, but Hazard in general.
Eagle has startup internal computers taking the control of terminal
extensive partnership with us, and thus we're providing them with our terminals. So you can see amazing shots from our drones there on the pad. Those are really incredible systems that we have provided, and it's incredible. Well, that we're able to give you those amazing shots there, and yes, primarily this mission exciting due to it being the first of the second group of Proxima satellites mission, and it also has some other payloads on board developed by our partners that are going to be deployed during the deployment phase. Now, we're just 1.5 minutes away. Weather for this afternoon is good, as we are go for the weather at T0. We can payload our all green on on-time launch. However, if we do not lift off, we have opportunity tomorrow, Tuesday. Now, let's have a look at the rocket supporting this mission. At the 2/3 of the first stage, at the bottom of 2/3 is the first stage, apologies. The objective is to accelerate the vehicle through the Earth's atmosphere to space and separate from the rest of the rocket. On top of it is black carbon interstage, houses pneumatic pushers, and separation mechanism for the second stage that sits on top of the interstage and is going to be providing us with the rest of the work after the first stage is depleted. There's also a nose cone that's called payload fairing. This provides an aerodynamic cover on the payload, as well as some external hardware support. We're just 30 seconds away from the launch.
30 seconds.
Everything is looking good. The rocket is fully fueled with liquid oxygen called LOX and liquid methane. Now, we're all excited for the launch, so I'm going to go quiet and going to enjoy the mission control callouts, as well as the roar of the hot engines on the first stage of Eagle.
T-10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Ignition and liftoff.
vehicle has cleared the towers. Hawk chamber pressure is nominal.
And there we have it. Ladies and gentlemen, the Eagle has lifted off once again from our pads at Freidonia Interplanetary Spaceport. Now everything is looking good so far. The rocket is pitching downrange. We're over 30 seconds to the flight. And after this, we will have an event we call Max Q. Throttle the engines to slow down the rocket in preparation for maximum aerodynamic pressure. That's what Max Q stands for. This is the most stress on the vehicle as it passes through thick layers of the atmosphere. We still have enough performance so we can throttle down the engines, and this means that the vehicle is going to get through the atmosphere safer than it would if we did not throttle those engines down. Now you can see amazing onboard views there from our rocket. Let's stand by for the Max Q call out.
Max Q.
There we go. This is the call out for the Max Q, maximum dynamic pressure. Now in about a minute, or more or less a minute, we'll have two events. The main engine cutoff, or MECO, stage separation, where the first stage and second stage separate. Now, a few seconds after that, we have another event, which is called the second engine start number 1, where the stage will continue its burn to deliver the payload into its intended orbit and let the first stage land safely back on the ground with use of parachutes. Getting closer and closer to the main engine cutoff. Let's watch and listen.
Main engine cutoff.
And we'll have stage separation upcoming shortly. There we go.
Stage separation confirm.
And it seems that the second engine has started successfully. Now we have successfully passed the main engine cutoff, signifying the completion of the first stage's mission. Now it is time for the second stage to step up and carry the payload into its intended orbit. We're gonna now witness the payload separation.
Fairing separation.
Fairing separation, apologies. Fairing has just jettisoned, as you have seen. We successfully received the confirmation of that, and the ships are now gonna land on the Earth, splashing down into the sea. We have a support vessel named Discovery that will attempt to recover the fairings for further use. Apologize, apparently there has been a mistake in my commentary that we do not use the parachute anymore, but still on the first stage. Still, the recovery teams are trying to recover as much data and as we can. It was just that we used the parachute so far that my memory has locked it inside, and since we do not use the parachutes anymore, I was kinda mistaken with that. But as you can see, second stage is burning. We're gonna be having a second engine cutoff in a few seconds, in a minute, roughly half a minute. Let's watch and listen and wait as we are getting closer and closer into the landing sequence.
Seco.
There we go, we have successfully passed the second engine cutoff. And the smooth orbital insertion has been confirmed. We will coast for the next few minutes as we prepare for the second engine start, or SES2. We're gonna go quiet and go to enjoy the space tunes. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We have now had successful second engine start number 2. For those who just launched, I'm happy to report that we experienced a successful liftoff, as you can see, and everything went as expected. And this burn that we have just encountered and that has just started will last for more than 5 minutes and will put us into a final orbit ahead of payload separation. And there we go, ladies and gentlemen. The second engine cutoff 1 has been confirmed. A successful shutdown and orbital insertion for the second stage and the payloads for today's mission. We'll go in custody for the next few minutes as we prepare for payload separation. Now, I'm gonna tell you just a bit more information about the whole mission of the day, not just mission, but also about some news for the ISX. Now, our new partner, ASX, not ISX, but ASX, has signed an agreement to lease our sounding pad 1 at Freidonia Interplanetary Spaceport for launch operations, as well as by 50 Halo OTVs for our Artemis rocket to act as a kick stage. Freidonia has finally turned over to our new operator, Astron Space, becoming the first officially ISX-built pad to get into a commercial use, and the next Skylanders test flight will be as early as this Saturday. Now, we're gonna end this webcast after payload separation, so thank you again as you all joining us. With that said, we are coming to the end. After payload separation, we'll wrap up the webcast, and we'll want to thank you to our customers for translating us, as well as the CASA and 5th Freidonia Space Force Delta for supporting us. Thank you all so much for watching. Enjoy the views from there. And there we have first payload separation. Well, there we go. I'm gonna go quiet for a bit more. And after that, after the whole payload separation, I'm gonna come back for the final information. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. We have the final payload separation. And with that, we're gonna be wrapping up today's webcast to an end. Thank you so much for watching. This is Alex signing out. Thank you all again for joining us on this launch.